and welcome to our fourth International Malcolm Day celebration of Chhatrapati awardees. Today, our guest is very special and very senior. His name is Mr. Amarendra Bhatt. He received his Chhatrapati Award in the year of 1984-85. Let's meet Mr. Amarendra Bhatt. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Sir, I want to know how did your journey, Malcolm journey, started? At what age? And who was your guru?
So, at my age of 8, one of my cousin brothers from Mumbai, who is elder to me, came and said, "Okay, in this summer vacations, let's all go to Malkham and gymnastics summer uh, summer camp." And that's how I went to Maharashtra Mandal because of my cousin brother. But there was also a inspiration from my mother, who was from Sangli, and she used to see children playing Malkham at Ambabai Talim, and that further gave me inspiration or whatever support from my parents to do Malkham. So first time I went in 1974 summer camp. That camp was good, so I was selected to come for uh, entire year. I was in fourth standard, and then for 74 till 1995-96. So 22 years I used to go daily to Maharashtra Mandal. My first guru was Arvind Sathe, and who taught me for about 2 years. But in on one of the demonstration, Bane Guruji saw me performing, me and my brother. So Bane Guruji came to my took my address, and they came. He came to meet my parents at my home, and he demonstrated some acrobat balancing, and he said, "I want to teach this to your kids." And both of them are doing good Malkham. I think they have a potential. So please send them to me. So in a normal situation, student go to coach, but I was one of those rare where coach came to the student's house saying that give me these two boys. And so that further strengthened my commitment to Malkham. Bani Guruji taught me both um, the cane, the rope Malkham, as well as the Malkham on the bottles. And he taught at my house as well as at his a very small house, 8 feet by 4 feet room where he used to stay. He taught me Malkham there for about 6 months, me and my brother. Uh, Post that, Rajiv Jalnapurkar was my main coach who coached me for almost 10 plus years. Uh, and what he really brought was not he alone, but he created a team of coaches, and different coaches used to focus on different dimensions of me, different dimensions of children. Um, and that really kept all of us, yeah, me and my colleagues at that point of time. I will say that was a golden period of Malkham in Maharashtra Mandal. And I will say Rajiv Jalnapurkar was instrumental in bringing more than 100 students every day on the ground. And he could develop 10 plus Chhatrapati Award winners. Um, yeah, so that's the way my Malkham started.
So you're really lucky to learn under Mr. Bani Guruji, sir. I had a pleasure of visiting his house with my father, and I have never trained under him, but it was great meeting him, talking to him, and listening to his kind words. And he was always so loving and always ready to teach. I have seen a lot of pictures of him in Samarthavaya Mandir when he did his handstand on the terrace and amazing balance, amazing person. And all your teachers were really great. And as you said, your entire team of that time of Maharashtra Mandal was a team of champions. So, how was your journey during the competitive career? How did you practice all of you together?
So initially it was a basic malkham. You keep coming every day, build your fitness, do your exercises, increase your core strength, increase your back strength, do some yoga, and do malkham. Only the pole malkham in the initial. Because of Bane Guruji, I could learn rope malkham at a quite early stage. Um, I will say very rigorous practice. After about 3 years, I was selected for inter school. That was my first competition, 1977, and in 18 or 19 students who participated, children who participated in an age group of 11 to 13, I think, what I recall, I stood seventh. So I was unhappy, and I went to my coach at that time, Sathe sir, and he said, "You got seventh, fantastic." So on one side, I was unhappy. I was not in top three. I didn't. I only got a participative participation certificate. And on other side, he said, "Amar, you should be happy because you participated. You got a participation certificate. You represented your school, and Malkham is for your fitness. It's not for getting certificates and awards. You keep doing automatically. It's a byproduct. You will get certificates, you will get awards, you will get medals. But long term, those who will stay for long term, those who will do everyday practice, they will be there for quite long time." So first year, after almost 3 years of practice, no medal, nothing. I think that solidified my practice. Yeah, it strengthened my practice, and also that's the time when Rajiv Jalnapurkar joined Maharashtra Mandal as a coach, and he was practicing, and along with him, he brought somebody for fitness, somebody for yoga, somebody for balancing, and that really accelerated our practice. He also brought many other students of my age. So we were around 20 very strong players between 8 to 15 age at that time. I was 11, 12, and everyone was practicing. And I will say, along with coaches, their commitment, these 20 students, and then it became 50. So these 20 students supported each other really well. It was never an internal competition, though four of us were always in one team, one group. We will compete, but while practicing, we will support each other. I think that's the team spirit I learned there. Um, and then my competition started. After that, I think rarely it happened uh, that I participated in a competition and I didn't got a medal. I remember 1980s, my first national at Ujjain. I still remember I couldn't get medal. I was fourth. I was in a juniors group under 18, and I my mount missed 3 times. I was playing at a national, and it was so embarrassing for me that I couldn't mount on the Malkham, and I lost my bronze medal by 0.05. Um, and Samartha's Dattaram Dudam was first. Maharashtra Mandal Ravindra Pethe was second, and there was one more guy from Samartha who got third. I was fourth. And I think that really taught me that I need to increase my practice. And I will say 81 to 86 were my dream practice. It was morning and evening both put together, 5 hours practice, uh, and I enjoyed that period.
Sir, I feel so privileged to take interviews of all these legends. I spoke with Mr. Rajiv Jalnapurkar and lot of other Chhatrapati awardees we are talking. And everybody says the same thing. What their coach was teaching them is don't run behind medals and certificates. You just practice well and perform and be happy in whatever you're doing. And the byproduct is your medals and your certificates and your awards. And it changed. I hope the viewers, the players who are listening to us understand this and they start enjoying their game. My next question to you is, like Malkham is now performed as demonstration, it is performed as a competitive sport, and it is performed as a fitness. So, how do you relate to Malkham?
So, competitive Malkham is actually the, what should I say, the mm, backbone, is everything of Malkham. That's how it appears. But there are many people who really worked on spreading Malkham. This includes Bane Guruji, Uday Deshpande sir, Jalna Purkar sir, Sathe sir, and many more across India. And I was fortunate to be part of the team created by Rajiv Jalnapurkar, which did demonstration in 1981's Asiad in New Delhi. And we had a 45 minutes demonstration uh, on a pre-recorded commentary by Siddharth Kak. And our demonstration was immediately after a 45 minutes yoga session by Dhiren Brahmachari, and there were 6,000 international players who participated in Asiad at Delhi were watching it. And then Malkham started. I think I was in 11th standard, first year of college at that time. But Jalnapurkar sir and the team took practice of us so rigorously for 6 months. I think we have done 1,000 times that demonstration in a practice for 45 minutes. And that 6 months where I will say was different for each one of us who participated in that demonstration. Uh, every element that was performed on pole malkham, hanging malkham, and rope malkham, uh, the entire auditorium with 6,000 players were continuously clapping. Um, we remember after 45 minutes, we got a standing ovation of 6,000 international players. And I think that was the most memorable moment for me, even more than Chhatrapati Award. Um, a commitment of a coach and a team, how it can create a, a history. I will say that was the biggest demonstration in my memory of a Malkham. Then in 85, 86, I was 86. I was in along with Dattaram Dudam and other 8 players. I was part of India's team who did demonstration in Festival of India in USSR, official event. So I can say I represented India in Malkham in 87. And 26 days we did demonstration in Russia. I remember on one day when President Gorbachev and Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi um, saw our demonstration. They came on our dais, they congratulated us. And that day we did some 24, 25 demonstration at a stretch, one after the another. 30 minutes demonstration, 5 minutes gap, 30 minutes demonstration. And thousands of people came and saw it. There were other 4 sports, Kabaddi, Hututu, Manipuri wrestling, as well as Kalariapattu from Kerala. But 26 days we must have done 100 demonstrations in Russia. Again, a very commitment from a coach, commitment from all 10 players, and a responsibility that you are representing India. Um, that so for me, beyond the competition, demonstrative Malkham is very vital in spreading Malkham. I will say Malkham is one sport which is very acrobatic. The moment somebody performs some yoga, some acrobat, some firki, whatever, on rope or on any kind of Malkham, the spectator will stop and start looking at it. Whether we perform in Ganesh festival, whether we perform in school annual days, it will catch attention in a second. and we need to capitalize it in terms of bringing more and more children towards Malkham. I know many coaches, many organizations are doing good work today, but I think demonstration across the world can make it much accelerated spreading of Malkham.
So true, sir. Such a beautiful answer you gave. I also believe in this so much because I have also participated in, I think, four international demonstrative groups, and it feels so good when you represent your country outside, and people over there are more response. They give more response. They are very open to give response, and when you get standing ovation from those people, you still remember those uh,
Yes.
situations and that atmosphere you be in. Uh, so my next question to you. Let's come back to your Malcolm. Uh, which was your favorite element, and any element which you remember you worked really hard for, which was very difficult.
So I will say I was fortunate that when I was performing, there were 20 other very solid players who were doing amazingly. Yeah, most of them were from Maharashtra, and each one has their specialities. So it will be. I'm feeling awkward to say this was my good, this was my element, uh, because many of them were fantastic. Yeah, I don't think I can stand in front of them, be it Ravindra Pethe or Dattaram Dudam or Jalnapurkar sir, Bindusar Khanade, Yogesh Yevle. Um, Even many couldn't get Chhatrapati, but they were doing their bit of elements amazingly. If I have to name some where I was little bit good at, was the fast combination, that's the Firki, and then the swiftness. I was good in the I will say yogas on Malkham, yogasana on rope and Malkham. I was practicing. I was able to do Garudasana on the top. I was able to do. Um, so yoga was one of my, I will say, little bit of uniqueness. One element I really worked hard, and I will say that was my innovation. I don't remember anyone doing it, and that was Nidrasan. I used to do on the top of Malkham. It took me 9 months to establish Nidrasan, and I started doing it at nationals or inter-university for last 2 years. But it took 9 months, um, being on your side and at 9 feet on the top of the Malkham.
Wow,
I
sir, I
used to get also
love
the
this.
innovation points for that. I think we used to have 0.30 for if you do something really new. Um,
Amazing, sir. I have never seen anybody doing that position. I wish I see your picture or something sometimes.
I will say that.
Thank you. Uh, so my next question to you is, so my next question to you is the scope for
Yes.
Malcolm. Where do you see Malcolm's future?
Where do you see Malkham?
Future of Malcolm. Where do you see future of Malcolm? Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah, I can hear you. Your question was where do you, what future do you see? So I will say lots of people are committed to take Malkham at international level. Last year, Samartha and Uday Deshpande sir took it the first invitational international. Um, I can see in another 5 years this seed planted by Samartha is going to take a shape. Um, Maybe 10, 12, 15 years, we will be in Asiad. Uh, this journey is not easy. I think coaches and organization need to commit a lot. I will say we need 100 Uday Deshpande sir to really take Malkham to Olympics. It has a potential to go to Olympics. It has a potential to become a real center stage at an international level. Um, Many steps are happening in its direction. Uh, we need to work on how do we make it innovative, how do we spread it across the boundaries without expecting that India should remain supreme. I think there are many events. The pole dance is very, very famous in US and Europe. In Russian circus, there is already a lot of pole acrobat. I think we need to bring right people in our coaching camps and coaching for coaches, um, without thinking that India should remain supreme, India should get gold. That's a byproduct. How Malkham can spread, if that single vision we keep in front of us, um, this future can be accelerated. It can be a foundation for gymnastics, it can be foundation for diving, for many other sports, and it can spread fast based on how much we give commitment to spread it.
I cannot agree on this more than Mukher. I really feel, I remember the way I said I got opportunity to perform internationally in a couple of demonstrations. I represented India. One of the demonstrations was in Germany, and when we went there and we started teaching, one of the parents asked us this question that uh, why do you want to teach it to Germans who are advanced and in like couple of years they will start doing it better than you guys and that they can be a bit bigger competition for you. And I remember that time Deshpande sir told him that for competition we don't need to come to Europe countries. If we just spread it in Asia also, I'm sure there are a lot of Asian countries who are already doing Chinese pole and other stuff like pole dance, and we can get competition anywhere. But we want to spread the sport and we want to spread the benefit of the sport, and which is going to make my sport bigger. The competition is the secondary part. The main aim is to spread the sport. So uh,
Absolutely.
I completely agree with your points. Sir, can you tell me what is your career right now and what are you doing?
So just like 85, 86, I got Chhatrapati. Actually, it got declared in 87. 86, 87 was defining year of my life. I did my completed engineering graduation. I got my first job. I went to Russia for demonstration and Chhatrapati. So all this happened in 3 months' time. Um, Actually, it also defined me in terms of what I want to do for at least next 7, 8, 10 years. I will say Bani Guruji was responsible for that. When I went to him to show my first national medal in 81, he said, Amar, it's time to give Guru Dakshina. And I said, you know, I'm still a student. I am not earning. And he said, I know it. I'm going to ask you only that what you can give. I said, okay, ask it. So he said, now you have to teach Malkham for 12 years. I said, definitely, yes, this word I can give. So 81 to 95, I was teaching Malkham. Till 86, I practiced for myself also and participated in various competitions. I will say 86 to 95, I extensively worked in organizing also. So I can do Malkham as well as my contribution back. I purposefully went to engineering college called Vishwakarma Institute of Technology in Pune University. I became an instrumentation teacher. I worked with college for about 8 years. As my commitment of 12 years finished in 93, 95, I moved to Tata Honeywell. I worked with Tata Group for about 8 years, and in Tata Honeywell and Tata Home Finance. Subsequently, I moved to SKF, a Swedish well-known company. Became part of their top team for almost 6 years. About 8 years back in 2012, I moved out from SKF when I was the director for continuous improvement for SKF. Last 8 years, I am in the space of leadership development, and I help Indian entrepreneurs to grow. Along with my three partners, we are a team of 25 very senior, experienced professionals who help Indian entrepreneurs to multiply their business.
Glad to know that you're doing great in your profession. I want to know how much, like, what did you learn out of Malcolm in your career, and how much Malcolm is helping you in your career?
So, answering this can be a big article actually. I have to really pick up few because there is not a single space in life where Malcolm is not helping me. Malcolm has touched in various ways. It's helping me in different dimensions. The first foremost is fitness. Yeah, any player works, practices for 12 years, I think fitness increases, but Malkham gives further fitness because of twisting, turning, balancing, and speed and stamina, all the combination of various exercises. So, how does this fitness help me in corporate career? I think I haven't experienced fatigue coming to me, whether I work for 12 hours, 24 hours, 9. My longest at a stretch work was 96 hours to complete a project on the day. Not a single minute I slept. And my team members used to say, Amar, how could you don't require rest? And I said, Malkham has given me that till the job is completed, give full thing. So I think extraordinary fitness Malkham has given me. The second is winning is not important. Practice is important. Winning is a byproduct. And how does that help me in a corporate space? Is you practice your responsibilities. Keep practicing, keep improving. Every Malkham player, when or she performs next sequence, each one wants to improve a little better. Uh, each one raises their bar in every next level, from going to a inter school to a state to a national or inter university. Each player raises the bar, and coaches pushes them to raise the bar. I think raising bar of own performance I learned in Malkham. I practiced that in a corporate space. So continuously raise your bar. I worked in various fields, and what I really focused was doing little better than the first time. Third and foremost is, I don't think there will be any Malkham player who has not fallen down while performing. So failure is a part of daily practice, and sometimes it also comes in a very important competition. Yeah, it may be state. Just like I shared, first national, I failed, fallen down 3 times at the for the mount itself. So failure, accepting failure, working on the failure, I think that uh, was the biggest gift Malcolm gave me. So in a corporate space, if you couldn't perform a particular task, no problem. Don't think about it. Start your practice in the next moment. I think that's what every Malcolm player does. He or she falls down, gets up immediately, don't even think, starts performing next sequence. Exactly, that really helped me in corporate because Malcolm taught me failure is a learning. You need to keep practicing. Malcolm taught me patience. Yeah, I think couple of times my friends have asked me, how could you get Chhatrapati? I said, only reason is I stayed there for 15 years. Uh, Anybody who will stay in Malkham space or any sports with a commitment for 12, 15 years will get Chhatrapati. It's not that something special in me. So Malkham gave me patience, patience to stay with a problem, patience to stay with your task for a longer duration. One more thing, and I will again give credit to my coaches, uh, that our coaches asked us to do everything. It could be preparing arena, it could be polishing Malkham, it could be cleaning of your arena, it could be picking up gaddis, mattresses, it could be actually building your own rope Malkham, it could be drop young um, uh, young fellow colleague or a girl at their home when the practice goes over a little longer up to 9 p.m., 10 p.m., then you drop them. Take care of your fellow travelers when you go on Malkham tours because they are part of your family. So do anything that will come on the way. Yeah, it's not about are you a coach, are you a national winner, are you Chhatrapati winner? No. When you have to lift the bags, you have to lift the bags. Period. There you are not Chhatrapati. So work and contribute in every possible way. Go and ask for donation. Go and ask for banner. Go and sit as a support to a coach, whatever required. So I will say Malkham gave me ability to see where I can contribute and contribute. There are many more things, but couple of things few important points I still want to share is when you become a coach or an organizer, parents trust you. And Malkham taught me trustworthiness. What matters is the trust of your kids whom you teach and trust of the parents who give their boys and girls in your hands, saying that you make their future. Uh, so this trust is everything. You can't compromise with this trust, and our behavior can only share. So it could be transparency on accounts, it could be transparency on how you are going to build your career. um, I think I learned how to trust and how to become trustworthy through this process. And finally, making decisions. There will be enough conflicting points. Talk to your team, talk to your fellow travelers, other coaches, and conversation is the way to resolve any conflict. Um, you can dream big. If your dream is bigger, there will be hundreds of people who will come and support. Resources will automatically stand. All that depends is on your dream. I think this I was really helpful for me in corporate space also. That if dream is big enough, people support. And there are many more, but I think this answer is itself is quite big.
Sir, I agree to each and every point what you said, and you answered so beautifully. Uh, I think for everybody, all of us, it completely changes our personality. It develops our personality, and doing Malkham, whether you're a champion or you're just a beginner, still it helps you in each and every aspect of your life. So we had our world championship last year, and
That will help.
was our game is gone up to international level. A lot of people all around the world came to participate, to watch, to help. Uh, did you feel you could not come, but did you feel when you saw the pictures or when you saw the videos, did you feel like, oh no, during my time these kind of competition were not there. Let me take a rebirth and come back and participate again.
So I saw it on TV, on the news, and on YouTube, and I felt I missed a big event, big occasion, um, because of my business commitment. Of course, every time when I go to see the competition, there is this feeling, I wish I should perform today. Um, and that feeling incomplete, or that charge that every Malkham player experiences before starting his or her sequence and after completing sequence. I want that experience one more time and one more time.
Sir, I have a huge respect for all your generation. You started your Malcolm career was when Malcolm was not so famous. You devoted your entire life, your entire generation, young. Oh, sorry. Again, sometimes I forget the words. Sir, I have huge respect for your entire generation. You started doing Malcolm when Malcolm was not so famous, but still you devoted your entire childhood and your career into the sport. And because of you people who gave so much time and so much importance and so much dedication for the sport, we could see golden days and our next generation will have better days for sure. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and giving your time and valuable words. Today is Malcolm Day, so I wish you very happy International Malcolm Day. And once again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for bringing some very positive, refreshing memories. I wish I could give more years. I only gave 12 years. There are many people like Deshpande sir, Jalnapurkar sir, Bane Guruji who gave entire life. And across India, there are definitely 25, 30 people who are giving entire life. And they are my role models, I will say. I just contributed like here I need to bring either Hindi, just like that Squirrel contributed in building the bridge for Lord Rama. I think I contributed like that. Thank you so much. Namaste.